All right, so we are going to start by looking at the last two problems on 7.4C. Okay, yesterday we started on looking at trinomials. Today we're going to keep looking at trinomials. Okay, but we're going to start off looking at number 9. So these are the problems that have a GCF too. Okay, so for number 9, what is the GCF in number 9?
3.
3. Okay, so when we factor out a 3, we say 15y squared divided by 3. What does that give us? 5y squared. Then we do negative 18y divided by 3, which gives us, what was that? Negative 6y. And then negative 24 divided by 3 gives us, yep. So our GCF, remember, yes?
Wouldn't it be 3y?
No, because we're doing 18 divided by 3.
But they both have a y. 15 and 18 both have a y.
Mm-hmm. 24 doesn't have a y though.
Oh, it's all.
Yes.
I forgot. I was thinking 4. I thought we split it in half.
No,
Sorry.
it's not 4 terms. All right, so when we look at this, okay, we have our GCF out in front. Do I need to do anything else with my GCF until I write my answer? No. Okay. Yep, so our GCF is just going to hang out in front until we get our answer. Okay, but we do have to look at our polynomial in the middle. Stacy, turn around. All the way around.
We've got to write the x.
Yep, this is where we'll do that part. Okay, so when we look at this, we have to figure out what multiplies to give us a times c and what adds to give us b. Okay, that's where you can use the x if you would like. What is a times c for this problem?
We got 5.
What is a?
5.
What is c?
8.
Negative 8.
Yes.
So 5 times negative 8 is negative 40. We have to figure out what times what gives us negative 40, but adds to give us negative 6. All right, what are the factors of negative 40 that can do that? We have 1 and 40, 2 and 20, 10 and 4, 5 and 8. Which of those could give me 6? 10 and 4. What combination of them? To get negative 6, do I need?
You need a negative and a positive.
Uh-huh. So to get negative 6, what do I need to do? Negative 10, positive 4. All right. Now what do I need to do?
You just write them down.
So I do 5y squared minus 10y plus 4y minus 8. Then we group first two, and then we group the last two. For the first two, what is their GCF?
5y.
So when we take out 5y, what does that leave us with? Yeah, y minus 2. For the second half, what is our GCF? And when we take that out, what does that leave us with? So what part is the same? What part's left over?
5y.
Perfect. Okay, so that is our answer. And that 3 stays in front. So what we are going to do is I want you to go ahead and do number 10 on your own real quick. You got it. What's the GCF for 10?
We have a game today.
What time?
5 for JV and 7 for Austin.
Do you have any next week?
I think we only have like 2 more games in a row. I just didn't know how to figure out the
Next week.
I'll look.
Because I have to write 3 essays by Friday for graduation requirements. I did one yesterday. I have to do one today and one tomorrow. The one yesterday. No. So I have to do one today and one tomorrow. The one yesterday ended up being 4 pages. So
I don't know how you do it.
don't know how I do it either. I'm just ready to be done. I think.
Getting your master's?
Yep. I am just ready to be done.
You can come watch us take the L to Sarah Lane on the 29th.
Be there for moral support. Or I could come watch y'all win. What if y'all do amazing?
How about you come to a game where we're going? Oh, we play Saturday. Yeah, we played here. And Friday. I can't Friday. My essays are gotta write. But maybe Saturday, but probably next week after school Monday. And we play Sarah Lane. We play Sarah Lane here on the 24th after. It's a good game. We play at Fairhope the 27th. Ow! Oh, 4 and 4.
Yeah, -4, negative. Yeah, it's positive, man.
What does it hurt?
That's what my brain. You know when like, you start feeling something hurt right here? Like it ain't never hurt that bad.
Oh, yes it is. Look at what Ashton and Jaden. What?
They're the same.
They are the same. So if they are the same, 4W minus 1 squared. Patrick, Stacy, stop talking. All right. So what I want y'all to do is I want us to go back to the front of this page and go up to the warm-up section. So go to question 1 on this section. Okay? And we're going to look at these real quick. So question 1. Okay? For this one, what is my A?
X squared.
X squared is there. It's the 1 in front. Okay, that has an understood 1 in front. So we're going to use that when we calculate this. So what is A times C in this problem?
45.
45. And then what is our B?
14.
What are the factors of 45 that add together to give us 14? 9 and 5.
How do you guys just know that off the top of your head?
I like it.
Listen, if you don't know, it's okay. Not everyone, but here's the thing. We're in a classroom full of what? Almost 30 people. It makes sense that one of us will remember that times table off the top of our head. Don't let that get you down because I don't remember them all off the top of my head.
Did you know that one?
Yes.
Don't be discouraged.
But like we can still do it, okay? Just because you don't know it off the top of your head, most people don't either. Okay? They have to sit there and figure it out. It's just each person has like a group of times tables that make more sense to them than any of the other. Like I cannot do my 8s for the life of me. Like me and my 8s do not get along, and it's always been that way. I do my best, and I have gotten better through years and years of practice, but they don't click automatically for me. That one's 64. If it's a perfect square, I've got it. But like,
What's 8 times 7?
8 times 7, I don't know.
I don't either.
56? But, like, it's okay if you don't know these off the top of your head. That is perfectly fine. We will get there, though. Ramsey, sit up. All right. Now, we're going to do this like normal. So we have 1x squared, or just x squared, plus 9x plus 5x plus 45. We group it. First two, what is our GCF? X. And what will that leave us with? Okay, for the second half, what is our GCF? Okay, so what's the same? What's left over? Plus 5. All right. Now, we're going to do the same thing for number 3 real quick. So for number 3, is there a GCF? Yes, there is. So what is the GCF? So if I take out that 2, what is it going to leave me with?
A bunch of A's, a bunch of 1.
A squared plus all right. So when we look at this, we're going to start with just the inside, okay? Because that A is going to stay there until, or that 2 is going to stay there until we get our answer. So what is A times C?
Negative 20.
Okay, then what is our B?
1.
What are the factors that do that?
4, 3.
Which combination do I need to use?
You need to use negative and a
Negative and a positive. Which one needs to be negative and which one needs to be positive? So negative 3, positive 4. So we have A squared plus, or minus 3A plus 4A minus 12. All right, group the first two. What's my GCF? 1A. And that'll leave us with A minus 3. Okay, second half. 4. A minus 3 again. What is the same? What's left over? A plus 4. All right, so now I want y'all to take a second and do the even ones on your own real fast. And I'm going to put your answers right here so you can check. Yeah, no. I'll have to print you one. Do you not have one from Thursday? You weren't here last Thursday? Okay, I can get you one. No. Yes. We're going to talk about that. It's not tomorrow. So our test, tomorrow we are going to practice all types of factoring. Monday we're going to review all types of factoring. Tuesday we're going to test. So our test is when?
Wait, I won't be here today.
Tuesday.
You're going to have to take the test.
I've got to do it.
I won't either.
What?
Driver's aid.
Want me to get you?
I was like,
Hey, who's going after that? Who said something about driver's ed?
what?
You're going to that thing? Me and Anna are too.
They're going to Thursday.
Or does that mean y'all are really good drivers?
No, they're just their coach's
I'm actually a
favorites.
fantastic driver.
They're just their
Are you
favorites.
on the bowling team?
Huh?
I am Coach Daniel's favorite.
Hey, we don't.
Miley's driving, I'm eating sandwiches.
You guys are getting.
So Miley's just driving, you just sit in the back and eat?
No, I don't sit in the back. I sit by myself and go eat. I don't know why I'm going. You just sit by
Because you have to bring 2 people.
Allie, I'm turning this for you. It just takes it a second.
Just don't sit.
Yes.
I care. She cares.
I got 10 minutes. My mom was calling it over.
I was talking about for the
No, you weren't.
Yes, I would.
I give you $1. $8. 15. Why you risk it? We give you 3 tomorrow. That has to be. No, I can't do it.
All right, so what we're going to do now, okay, is I want you to flip to 7.4b.
It's creating your own file. Like, picture where you're backward. You're being a bad friend.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I just. Forgot that.
Allie, do you know staples? Or are you going to put them in the binder?
I'm gonna put my everything good.
Huh?
I'll put them in my binder.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right, so what we did, so, y'all, listen up, please. So we have been looking at factoring trinomials. The method we did yesterday, okay, is the method that works for every single trinomial that can be factored. Now, trinomials can still be prime, okay, but the method we did is the method that works every single time you need to factor a trinomial. What I'm going to show you today is a shortcut, okay, for a special type of trinomial. So what we're going to do is we are going to look,
Primary one has no GCA, right?
we're going to talk, as number 1, okay? So before we write anything on our paper, on the board over here, I am actually going to go through this one using the method we've done so far. What is this problem?
It's a trinomial.
What is the question though? N squared.
N squared plus 9n plus 20.
Oh.
All right. So in this question, what is our A?
Oh, 1.
Or 1. That's what's in front. Okay, now, what is A times C?
20.
What is our B?
9.
What are the factors of 20 that add to give us 9?
5 and 4.
5 and 4. Okay? Positive 5 and positive 4. So we rewrite this, we do n squared plus 5n plus 4n plus 20. What are the GCF of the first two?
N.
Which will leave us with?
N plus 5.
For the second two, what's the GCF? Which will leave us with?
N plus 5.
Okay, then what part's the same?
N plus 5 and then N plus
And what's left over?
N plus 4.
Okay, so this very special type of trinomial occurs when our A, so when what is in front of x squared, is understood to be a 1. Okay, what it does, our answer for this, we get our answer immediately upon doing this. Once we figure out what multiplies to give us our A times C and what adds to give us our B, that right there is your answer. The only thing you have to do is take your variable and do n plus 5, n plus 4. That's our answer. So it lets us take out the grouping step for this specific case. Because when we do this, because that n squared in the front is not going to have a GCF bigger than n, that's why it works. Okay? So if the shortcut confuses you, do not do it. Okay? The shortcut only works when A is
N squared. Oh, well, 1. You know.
1. Okay? The other method, the grouping method that we just did, works every single time. It will never fail you. Okay? Can I do the shortcut method when A is 2? No. Okay?
No.
So if you are clear on that, we're going to proceed because it does make it a little bit easier in certain scenarios. So in this case, we're going to do this by our shortcut. So we just said, we multiplies to give us 20, adds to give us 9, was 5 and 4. So to write our answer from that, we're just going to go n plus 5 and n plus 4. We just use those right there. All right, now we're going to look at number 3. Okay, so for number 3, what is A?
Oh, 1.
What is C? A times C is? So we have to figure out what times what gives us 24. What's our B?
10.
And we have to figure out what plus what gives us 10. So what are the factors that we need to use?
Negative 12 and negative 2.
Negative 12 and negative 2, that would give us negative 14.
6 and 4.
6 and 4. Positive 6 and positive 4. Okay? So to write our answer for this, what would I say?
A.
6.
And A plus 4.
That's all.
And that is our answer. Okay, that is all we have to do. Okay, this set right here, set 1, it has a very specific reason that they are divided up. We're going to go over the signs and kind of how to recognize when to do what. In this problem, all of our signs are what? Positive. When they are all positive, our answer will be all positive. Okay, and so if it's positive and positive, that means you're going to have a positive and positive here. All right, set 2. Let's look at it. For this one, for number 5, what is A times C? Negative 18. What is B? What are the factors of negative 18 that can add to give us 3?
Negative 3 and 6.
Negative 3, positive 6. So to write my answer, what would I say? And all right, for 7, what is A times C? What is B?
G, or 1.
What are the factors of negative 6 that can add to give us 1?
Negative, or positive 5? No, I don't know.
Negative 3 and 2.
Negative 3 and positive 2 will give us negative 1. So what do we actually need to say? 3 and negative 2. So how would I write my answer?
G plus 3 and G minus 2.
Minus 2. Okay, in this case, okay, when we look at it, we are having to multiply to get a negative, but add to get a positive. Okay, so our answers need to be positive and negative. And to get the answer to be positive, the bigger number is going to be positive.
Why you write half cursive, half square?
I don't know, dude. I started doing it a long time ago. All right. And so when our answer would be 1 is positive and 1 is negative. Okay. Okay, for set 3. We have to multiply to get negative 3. Add to get,
1.
what is our B?
Oh, sorry.
Negative 2. What are the factors that can do that? The only factors of 3 we have are 1 and 3. So what combination do I need to do to get there?
Maybe 1 and 3.
Negative 3, positive 1. Okay, so how would I write my answer?
A minus 3, then A plus 1.
All right, so here we are multiplying to get a negative and adding to get a negative. So we still have to have a positive and a negative. But since I am adding to get a negative number, the bigger number needs to be negative. All right, for number 11, what am I trying to multiply to get? What is A times C?
63, negative 2.
And so I'm trying to add to get negative 2. What are the factors of negative 63?
Can't even tell you that.
So 1 and 63. Can 2 go into it? What about 3? 3 and 21. What about 4? Can 4 go in? 5. 6. 6 and what?
About like 6 and something. 6, 9, 7.
6 can. Oh, no, it can't. Can 7 go in?
Negative
Can-
9, 7.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of 9, not 6. My bad. So what combination of those do I need to use? I do have to use 9 and 7. Which combination?
No, you gotta put negative 9.
Negative 9, positive 7. So how would I write my answer?
B minus B
And
plus.
all right, for number 13, we have to multiply to get a positive 24, but add to get negative 11. So if I have to multiply to get a positive, but add to get a negative, what signs do I need to do?
Oh, double.
Double negative. Okay, now, what are the factors going to be? 8 and 3. So negative 8, negative 3. How would I write my answer? All right, now we're going to do the same thing for number 15. I have to multiply to get what? And then I have to add to get negative 17. What is going to do that?
Double negative.
It will be a double negative. Negative times a negative gives us a positive. Okay, so negative 9, negative 8. How would I write my answer? Okay, so for this one, this section, it is where we have a positive, and then we're trying to add to get a negative, so both signs need to be negative. All right, so all right, I want y'all to do number 21 and number 23 for me real quick. '23 can be done a couple different ways. Mm-hmm. Positive. Yeah. All right. So, how are we feeling about these? All right. Now, for the rest of class, we have some questions on Sabbaths. Okay? So, we are going to get our computers out. And we are going to go to Sabbaths. Once we are in Sabbaths, you will click Custom Algebra 1. It will take you to our class. Okay?